Well, that's a big wall of text. Oblivion is here, my name is Shader, and, welcome to 2026. So, other stuff is still happening. Just in case you've watched stuff on the channel and you weren't expecting Minecraft to show up next, don't worry, the other stuff is still happening. This isn't like a brand change for the year. I'm just wearing a green hoodie to make myself stand out. Anyway, I thought, why not play Minecraft? But, as some of you might notice, I don't play on a computer, so I'm not likely to have Java. Which is why we're doing what I'd like to call add-on adventures. I'm looking for this to be a forever world of sorts, and you know, we got a bunch of add-ons. I'm just gonna sort this out first. Just so everyone knows, all the add-ons will be in the description below. If any of you want to check them out, they do mostly cost, what is it, mine coins, but I think they're pretty worth it. I'm putting that to 0 just because it's more fun that way. That is the Advanced Movement add-on. We have the Farming add-on, Ore Processing, Sparks Portals, the Essentials add-on, Mowzie's Mobs, Furniture, Redstone 1.2 I think it was. I have the Overmob, I have Sieves Things, I have Storage and Beyond, Better Structures, and Block Cutters. So, let's start our adventure. This is not the greatest place to spawn. I'm just gonna get to it. Hi, Shader from Oblivion here. Just to help you out, I will be giving you some extra info on what I'm doing in the background, so that you don't have to listen to 2 hours of me speaking to myself. So these trigger events seem to be from the Overmob. I don't want to trigger a lot of them, because I am nowhere near ready for this. So we're just gonna kinda dodge around. We have the Better Structures, but this seems to be just a normal place. Exploring the pyramid, I found quite a bit of loot. Now, something that's interesting about this is that it's the luckiest run I've ever had in my life. I start off by taking some ores and stuff that I think are pretty useful, along with grabbing some blocks to build my way out, even though I don't need them. Here, I actually found a really lucky enchanting table with piercing 3. I think that's okay, but honestly, the ones you're about to see later on are way better. Grabbing all the horse armors I can, just so I don't have to think about getting them in the future. I then leave, by building up and then realizing I have the ability to do it on my own. Well, that doesn't look fun. Oh, this is one of our overmobs. The Dying Llama. I just fed it cactus. Don't have a saddle, so can't control this thing, and it's a camel, not a llama. God, I'm discovering these things everywhere. I thought these guys were supposed to be rare. Either way, that's from Overmobs. This is from our farming add-on. I'll make sure to point stuff out at first, but over time, you know, I'm just gonna not need to. Also, I know most people like hardcore. This is not hardcore. This is just hard mode. Speaking of, that looks like a villager tower. Another cool thing of movement, as you've been noticing, double jump, dash, wall climb, water run. The duck is also from the farming add-on. Because of the parkour, you're going to see me doing these weird jumps a lot. Is that what I think it is? That can't be a ruined portal already. Oh my lord. Okay. So. Not rigged. not rigged at all. This is not a cheap world. What? Okay, where the hell is the chest? I then spent the next like 10 minutes just digging around in sand for no reason until I finally found the chest at the end. But honestly, why did it take so long? I feel like an idiot. Well, first episode, I'm already doing an excavation project. There it is. What we got in here? Lodestone, nice. What the hell? Breaking 3, sharpness 4, efficiency 4. Okay. Do you know what? Fine. That's just how it works, I guess. If you're recording, Minecraft is goated. Cactus flower. Our blocks to place. Let's keep going. I then proceeded to ransack this village for everything that it had, and thinking that I found an overmob cat, I actually found an overmob rabbit. See, the rabbits give some prime rabbit meat, hide, but they always guarantee you a lucky foot. You know what? I've been thinking of the newest update, and I think it's really great. I can't wait to see what comes out in the next drop. Really, with all of the baby mobs, I'm sure they've got lots more to come. Tell me what you guys think of the baby mobs drop coming in spring in the comments below. Are you serious? Come on, man. I'm just trying to find. Well, this will be our first night of sleep. We're going to be doing 10 nights of sleep here as I do a sort of starting off episode. Anyway, I continued on ransacking the village and found a bundle which helped finally clear up my inventory. After exploring around a bit more and unsuccessfully finding nothing, I proceeded to see an iron golem and decide he was mine. After sorting out my inventory, I went on top of the well and finished him off. Aww. I will place this here in commemoration of your... Can't place this here. Okay, I guess I'm keeping it. Keeping it, I did. I then went off and explored a bit more until... Guess what? I found another village. Yeah. But what's even better is that when I finally got to that village, I saw it. The pyramid. And village number 2. Wonder what's in... Whoa! Now that's a pyramid if I've ever seen one. Finishing off clearing this village out too, didn't find too much, killed another iron golem, and then, soon after, made my way towards the pyramid, as I wanted to check out what was actually in there. Though I did have a hard time trying to get into the blacksmith. I hope I don't die. I didn't, but I didn't find anything interesting either, sadly. Looking around, there was just a few pots, which gave me some arrows, which was pretty nice, and I think I found 1 diamond, but that was it. And I thought this was empty, until I found out there was a loose floor. Ah. Whoa. Oh, that's a prime spider. Oh, arachnophobia warning. It's like a hardcore heart. Oh, that's cool. It's like a widow. Black widow, that's what they're called. Okay, that's it. Oh, the towers. Good to know the towers have loot in them. Now, how do I get in here? After spending way too long trying to find that tower, I collected 2 diamonds from it and finished off gathering all of the pots. You know, for decoration. Though there weren't many shards, or to be exact, none. Anyway, I then went to sleep for our second night. Let's sleep off our second night. Great job, Shader, you love repeating yourself. Anyway, after killing a primal husk from the overmob, I proceeded to sort out my inventory more times than I needed to, and then made my way towards another pyramid in the distance. That luck is insane. Seriously insane. Anyway, digging down, I found some iron, emeralds, and 2 dune templates, which is pretty nice. After sorting things out between my bundle, I looked at the next 2 chests, finding some really good resources, including some diamonds, and 2 enchanting books. Yeah, not just one. Check out the next chest after I finish sorting, and there's a second one. I think it's pretty good, though I haven't found anything that's insanely useful yet. Whoa. There's a geode. Okay. I'm just lucky. Okay. Do you want best seed in my life? I guess we're building a desert home. Gets rid of some mobs at least. Or, well, protects me from them. Did I just miss the second temple? Yes. Yes, you did. Anyway, checking out the second temple, I found another enchanting book. This one was actually really good. And a golden apple, along with some string, iron, leather, gunpowder, bones. You know, the usual stuff. Checking out the rest of the stuff, I then decided to leave and thought about maybe setting my base up there. But before I could do that, I had to get myself at least tooled up with some things. After grabbing some sticks, I decided to head to the little small jungle section right by the second pyramid I checked out. After breaking it down, I decided to look through my crafting recipes, noticing all of the new recipes that I added in by the add-ons, like these weird daggers. Anyway, after crafting a crafting table, I looked around and made myself some baguettes for extra food, then went to sleep. Third night of sleep. Waking up the next day, I fixed some settings from the Essentials add-on book. If there's one Minecraft add-on you're gonna get, people, get Essentials. It lets you ore vein mine, it lets you do some 3x3 mining if you want to, but it's all optional. You can put it in or you can take it off, they're all toggleable, which I think is pretty great. After this, I spent some time packing up my stuff, sorting things out, and made crafting myself something else from the Essentials add-on. The portable crafting table. You get 4 crafting tables together and then you have the ability to slap it around wherever you want. Perfect for the people who just like spamming them around. Afterwards, I made a saddle and got on a primal camel. It has 4 seats. I do wonder if that means 4 people can ride on it at the same time. Afterwards, I got back to my sort of desert temple that I decided was my new home, set up a fence, made a leash, and tied up the camel. Finally, I made a little settlement down, placing all my stuff in a chest, at least all the stuff I don't want to lose, and finally setting my spawn point. And we place our bed as our spawn point. Now we can go exploring in the caves. As we do with the British, we explore the caves. Anyway, I'm a cave miner. God, I hope there's no prime mobs. There are. Anyway, I went down and grabbed myself some copper before finally going inside the amethyst geode that I saw before. Digging it up was very satisfying. I love hearing the sounds. But after a while, I noticed something was off and I kept checking outside to see what the strange noises were. Didn't take too long till I found out. Is this the best thing to do on the first episode of a Forever World? Probably not. Is this what I would do? Well, I'm doing it, so I think the answer's a clear yes. Indeed you are, me. Anyway, after checking outside and seeing there was literally nothing there, I finished up mining this thing, breaking around the areas of at least most of the budding amethyst so that I could be able to come back here and collect amethyst if need be. I then found something awful. Oh! Oh, damn it. Damn it. Damn it, 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 damn it. Nope. Nope. Not that much of an idiot. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Is he following me? No? Okay. Good. That was horrifying. For a moment, I thought I was a billion times dead. And let's sleep once again. After sleeping, we decided to go around and head back into the cave to grab some extra pieces of iron and coal. While I didn't find much iron, I was able to grab a little bit of coal, which was quite helpful. Fending off a creeper that was just completely useless against me, I climbed up, grabbed more iron, and saw it. The elite Enderman. Yeah, they don't just have primal in Overmob, they have elites. Climbing my way out of there, I had a face-to-face staring contest with it, grabbing the Overmob spyglass to try and inspect it. I found out that it was gone. Does that mean it's after me in my dreams and nightmares? I have no idea. I don't want to find out. Anyway, using an apple that I got before, I was able to, with the power of my farming add-on, make a apple tree sapling, which is pretty useful. Grabbing some dirt from a nearby island, I set up a little area and placed it down. Thanks to Sieves Things, we actually have a method for doing things a bit faster around here. Never mind, the tree... the tree can just do it by itself. Okay. After that, I decided I not only wanted to have a source of food, I wanted to have a source of wood. So, after clearing up my essentials book and placing down the crafting table, I went over to the jungle. Mining up a bit of dirt and chopping down one of the jungle trees, I was able to grab some saplings and wood that would help me build a base. Heading back, I hit a cactus a few times. Anyway, after heading back, I decided to set up a stone crafting table, thanks to block cutters, and a campfire and furnace. In the furnace, I started smelting up some iron, and then decided to check out some of the Overmob weapons, as they come with a whole set of new tools, and trying to figure out what exactly I want to get. That was until I was ambushed by a husk, and dropped down his food, his flesh, into the top of my period like a weird sacrificial thing. I don't know what I was on. Anyway, checking out the rest of the stuff, I finally had my iron cooked. With one more iron added to our inventory, and the rest of the coal smelting, I went to sleep, putting us halfway through. Holy crap! Ah! Man, how that happened, I have no idea. Either way, here's an apple. Yum. With the copper smelting, I went. Oh crap. Are you serious? What are they doing? Coming up to the roof? Yes, they were. Anyway, I stopped the camel from finally burning himself and killed off that baby zombie. I then went exploring around and actually took one of these chorus lights from one of these like boss spawner things. Thank you, Overmob. Anyway, I decided to place that down because I thought it looked pretty. And a little bit of that chorus petals. Anyway, exploring around, I decided I wanted a feather to make a brush so I can finally clear up the rest of the pyramids. You definitely give feathers. Or are you a baby? No, you're not a baby. It was a baby. I'd like to sincerely apologize for killing that baby goose. Anyway. Oh my god, that is adorable. I'm not gonna kill your mother. I killed his father. Anyway, after collecting the feathers I needed, I went back to my base, killed some fish on the way so I could maybe tame a cat later, encountered some primal drowned that I am terrified of. God, I never want to go into the ocean again. Anyway, I went back and finally crafted myself a brush. After spending like 10 minutes trying to find it. And realizing I don't have everything for it. Bringing my way back into my base, I cleared up the husk that I think was summoned by my rotten flesh placement. And started brushing. The greatest luck in the world, and it's mine. An emerald is not the greatest luck in the world, but it's still mine.
All the world's gems are mine to keep.
I then proceeded to only find one emerald and no diamonds for the rest of my journeys. After grabbing some TNT and finally clearing off this pyramid, I lit it up and went to sleep for another night. Continuing my journey of killing husks and dumping random crap into my chests, I went over to the next village, finding that there was a mine shaft in it, tamed a cat, thought it was a primal one, wasn't, went to the big pyramid, grabbed some extra pots that I missed, and stood still. For like, what? Anyway, I continued on brushing the rest of the sand, collecting a few more emeralds, no more diamonds sadly, and then went off on my journey, popping back into my base to dump my stuff, sleeping again, killing another baby zombie. I then started to make my own base. Not the best, just kind of slapped it on top of the already existing pyramid, but I think it looks nice. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you actually want me to build anything else. Come on, give me some engagement, please. I'm thirsty. I'm desperate for engagement. Come on, comment in the comments below. Like, favorite, bookmark it, do whatever you need to. Save it to Spotify. Well, that concludes it. Only 2 more days left. And my first death. Not just your first, you proceeded to die there a few more times before finally getting your loot. Anyway, after grabbing my stuff back, once again, thank you Essentials add-on for the spawn blocks. Makes it a lot better, because if you don't want your items to despawn, you can also see it through the ground. Anyway, I finally set up doors so mobs wouldn't randomly come into my home. One did, anyway, because I leave the door open. Great, completely ruins the point. Anyways, I then proceeded to put some of my loot inside my base, but that was a bit of a conundrum because chests exist and they're never easy, and it's always painful, and God, why do I do this to myself every time. Realizing there was extra ways out, I blocked them up because I'm not bothered to make more doors. More doors. I'm sure that won't cause problems in the future. Definitely. Definitely won't cause problems in the future. For sure. I will never, ever, ever find a bunch of mobs just hanging out in there. God, I should probably replace that with a door. Or just lights. I should just light it up. If I'm not going to use it, I should just light it up. Anyway, after saying my spawn point a billion times, I took the camel on a little journey to just outside my canopy. Because I don't want him under there. Yeah, he still goes under there. After being greeted by an Enderman, I ate a baguette, got some stuff ready, and headed out once again. This time with my llama. My camel. This time with my camel. After taking him over the water, because he's a weird swimmer. Really weird swimmer. I headed over to the village, because for some reason I thought the village well had stuff. It didn't. I don't know why I thought that. So I then headed over to the portal to grab the obsidian. But I had to head back to sleep. After doing so, I went over to the portal and mined up the obsidian. Don't dig straight down? My ass. I'll dig whatever direction I want. Oh, you could have died there. And you would have deserved it. Anyway, after mining the obsidian, I got absolutely screwed over by just having 9. Exactly 9. I only need 1 more. It wouldn't give me 1 more. I can't use crying obsidian, can I? Tell me if I can. Please, tell me if I can. I don't know what to do with crying obsidian anymore. I don't use respawn anchors. I probably should. Man, I die so much in the nether. Anyway, after checking out with a wandering trader and having him be useless, I finally headed down to that mineshaft I saw. I didn't like it. Now with the stronger mobs, I'm kinda terrified. Like, what happens if I encounter one of those horrifying spiders? I'm gonna be horrified. And there'll be spiders. I can't seem to find any coal. And I'm kind of freaked to break the torches. Oh, yoy, yoy. Okay. Okay. The hell is that, a bat? Oh crap. Primal Enderman. Are you serious? Nope. Oh, torches. Torches, 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 torches. 2 diamonds. Golden apple. But most importantly, torches. Oh. That makes this place like a billion times safer. At least visually speaking. If I can see the problem, I can kill the problem. Ah! Okay, okay, okay. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Skeletons, notoriously overpowered. Oh, okay. Okay. Nope. Swim, 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 swim up. Swim up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Baguette. Ready to dash in when need be. No need. Good. That's enough. Let's head home. And with the sun setting, that brings us to an end. I hope you all enjoyed the first episode of Minecraft add-on adventures. God, that's a mouthful. We might not call it that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode. Can't wait to do more. If you have any suggestions on what you would like me to do, go ahead and drop it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Thinking for now we're going to try and beat the game, but we'll see how that goes. I could be a big dumb idiot and die a billion times, just like usual. And especially now with the nether being even harder. Even harder. Thanks to overmobs, I'm not sure we're going to have the greatest of times. You've been Oblivion, I've been Minecraft, and my name is Shader. There are monsters nearby. Shader from Oblivion here, just to give you a little extra little nitbit at the end of my outro. Just so you know, in case you were wondering about Silksong and Urban Myth Dissolution Center, along with the FNAF Land and Hollow Knight Frozen Over, that's still happening. I did mention that at the beginning of the video, but just in case you thought it wasn't happening, it is still happening. Get ready. I'm just gonna punch you with a bunch of videos coming up real soon. Don't hide away from it. You will perish. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.